Hi, everybody. I was thinking about blogging about my Google Teacher Academy Chicago experience, and then as I started trying to put my thoughts together, it got longer and longer and longer. I thought nobody's going to want to read. I could write a book about my experience. So I started looking at my experience as a whole and broke it down into what I think would be 7 episodes of maybe like a video diary of my experience because I would rather just talk about it than try to put it into words because it's transformative, life changing, mind blowing, amazing. And you'll notice I'm still in my hotel room. Dave has just gone for a run. Pretty much fresh out of bed, but I wanted to start right now while I still feel the passion and the energy that a room of 63 people who are the best in our business and the most passionate about what they do. I have the energy right now. I know I'll get home to my normal life and I'll lose a little bit of this excitement. So I thought I'm just going to do it right now before I forget and before I lose the passion. Um, so it was funny waking up this morning on day 3, not going to the Google office, not seeing my new family. I feel like my family has grown by 60 plus people, and I felt kind of strangely alone because my husband was laughing at me yesterday that we were on this architectural boat tour, and I found myself walking by these strangers wanting to say, why don't you know what I've just been through? Why don't do I must look different now that I'm a Google certified teacher, now that I've spent 2 days pretty much just being a Google sponge because inside of me I feel so different and I feel like I experienced something. I went through something and how on earth do these people not see it in me? I must look totally different because I feel totally different. So waking up this morning and going downstairs to get a cup of coffee and not going to continue to experience what we've done for the last 2 days was a really bizarre feeling. So I'm really grateful that we have Google Hangouts and we can still meet each other on the web. I was lucky enough to see Joy downstairs. She's headed back to New Zealand. Probably my favorite person at Google Teacher Academy because she was just such a beacon of light and really one of the most joyful people I've ever met. So I did get to have that little moment again with somebody on day 3. Um, Again, I wanted to start. I'm starting kind of at the end with this passion that I feel, this change that I feel. And over my next video diary episodes, I will kind of start with applying to Google Teacher Academy, why I kept applying even though they kept denying me, and then what it felt like in those days leading up to Google Teacher Academy, and then traveling here, and then the experience as a whole. Day 1, I actually had to break day 1 up into kind of 2 sessions because it's it can't be done in one shot. It was crazy. But I also want to talk a little bit right now about the reflections at the end of Google Teacher Academy Chicago. My friend Sharon Gilker, who's a counselor at one of the elementary schools in my town, when you feel that feeling like you're about to cry, she says, "Look at the light. Look at the light. Look up. Don't cry." And so when these people were standing up giving their reflections, I knew that there was no way I could do it because I was about to do the ugly cry in front of everybody. You just feel so connected to these people that you've only truly known for 2 days. And I tried really hard to get around and shake the hand of all 62 other people, and I didn't do it. So I'm actually making a commitment over the next at least a year to implement what I'm calling Touch Base Tuesday. And I created a an event on my Google Calendar to remind me to just check in with one of my colleagues every Tuesday and just say, hey, how you doing? What's going on in your life? Because there were so many people I didn't get to physically shake their hand and meet them that I want to make sure I maintain those connections because we definitely have so much to offer each other. And I'm watching my time, and I promised myself I wouldn't go over 5 minutes. So that's the end of episode 1. I'm transformed. If you're considering Google Teacher Academy, do it. Don't hesitate. And if you don't get in the first time, keep applying because it's definitely worth it. And I'll see you guys maybe next week with episode 2, which will be applying to Google Teacher Academy and what it feels like when you get accepted. So have a great day.